course, Larkin, the son of a four-time All-American. Eric Larkin, the national champion, Danny Hodge Award winner. His brother will also compete later tonight. And here we go at 1:33 to start things. Great to have you with us tonight here on Midco Sports Plus. And you saw it in the open. Terrific crowd tonight as well.
A lot of bodies in the stands here, and this is a great match to start out with, being at 133.
Seaton, a two-time state champion from Iowa City.
And I think if you're Cale Seaton, you're going to want to try and slow this match down. Larkin's incredibly lengthy and tall for a 133-pound wrestler. You'll see that he kind of likes these positions. He likes when guys get on his legs like this. He's comfortable there. So if you're Cale Seaton, when you get the opportunity, you got to be really fundamentally strong in what you do.
We mentioned Kyler Larkin, fifth in the country at 10-1. 4 top 30 victories. His only loss was to a top 10 wrestler by medical forfeit. So he's had a terrific start to his collegiate career. No surprise to anybody that's followed the Larkin family over the decades.
And you see what I'm talking about. I mean, to be hopping on your own foot for this long and be comfortable in it, it can be discouraging to Cale Seaton as you're sitting there with a leg in the air for, we're going on about 45 seconds now. So,
who is this more disconcerting to this prolonged period of time?
I mean, I think it's all what you're comfortable with. Obviously, Kyler Larkin is comfortable with this because he's calm and collected. He just continues to get back to that high leg position. He turns down. Cale Seaton thinks he's covering for 3, and it's nothing. So you can't stalemate it if you're the ref because it looks like impending scoring, but it turns out it's not, and we're still on our feet with 1:15.
Terrific balance by Kyler Larkin there.
Absolutely. But I was trying to mention that earlier. I think you're going to see Kyle Larkin welcome Mr. Seaton to his legs because Cale can wrestle, right? But Kyle Larkin wants you creating action, being in on his shots, being in on his legs.
By the way, third man on the mat tonight, Jason Rivera, veteran official, coming from Pittsburgh. You see him circling the talent there at the top of your screen.
Here's Zeke Jones from the corner saying 45 seconds. Looking to score that late 45-second mark. In on a single leg, he stepped over. We got whizzer position, side whizzer position from Seaton. You're going to want to see him try and keep that arm tight. Larkin doing a good job of shelving, so he didn't have to use that back arm. He secures 3. Leg comes in fast there. Again, that's that length we talk about. You're 133 pounds and you're that long and you can ride legs like this. This is not a great position for Cale.
So that brings us to the end of the first period. You mentioned earlier, Nate, Zeke Jones, the head coach of Arizona State in his 12th year. As we watch the takedown one more time.
You see this side-by-side whizzer position. You see he's not using his left hand. He has that leg shelved, which allows him to kind of regather with his left hand once he's ready and punch deep on that leg, and you see it come through right there. And now he has all the pressure in the angle to drive forward and cap that 3-point takedown.
Again, Zeke Jones, 12th year at Arizona State, former Olympic head coach, a 3-time All-American, 6-time Pac-12 champion as a head coach. As Larkin tacks on one more.
Yeah, big Granby roll to start. You see him snapping now. Again, it's interesting to watch because he's going to have some attacks. You saw him score that single leg, but again, I don't think Kyler Larkin's going to be worried if you get to his leg, and that's also information from both staffs talking to them. He's just someone who can wrestle there, and that can be frustrating. Good job staying in there by Cale Seaton, though. You see him pressuring. He keeps digging left side hook. You want to see him get his head to the other side so he can use that for some offense. Again, good action, keeping his head in the fight for Cale Seaton. Now you want to see him slide off this position. You want to see him slide, not allow for angle to come in there. That's also just tremendous grip strength from Kyler Larkin.
He's phenomenal.
He's a really talented wrestler, and again, you see it's just a trend in college sports in general, but wrestling for sure, is these young guys are coming in and they're just so talented. 18, 19-year-old guys that you can tell they put time in, and they're just really high-level competitors. But there's something to a guy like Cale Seaton here hanging in. We're 4-0 with 30 seconds left in the second period against no slouch. No riding time really involved in the period. So,
and it all goes back to the opportunity Seaton had in that first period, and Larkin almost toyed with his food there a little bit.
Yeah, you look, I mean, it's a 6-point swing. 3-point takedown you could secure. Who knows if you can ride for that period. Instead, you're giving up a takedown with about 15 seconds left in the period. So you see Seaton's doing a good job. He's digging the left side hook. He's not getting to an attack, but he's able to control Larkin and pull him down. And I think Larkin invites the leg attack, so it might be in Seaton's game plan just to kind of pull and pull and pull. And you see, talking about game plans, Damian Hahn, head coach, 8th season at SDSU, the leader there. They always have a game plan for every match that they come into.
4-time All-American, 2-time national champion at the University of Minnesota.
Seaton choosing bottom. Larkin not putting a lot of effort into that ride, so he's looking to score points from neutral. We got a no riding time involved. The takedown match for Seaton. He digs that left side hook again. That close to 3. Body lock. He's going to have to lift and return. What you want to see here is have him not worry about that leg. You want to see him worry about getting his arms locked.
That's the height advantage of Larkin here playing in his favor too.
Yeah, I think going for that catch position and trying to jump to the head there might not be what the coaching staff at SDSU would want him to do. They probably want him to get in there and get to that body lock. Now here's where you keep an eye on both guys. What's the body language like? What's the effort level getting back to the middle? Minute 16 left here. Another underhook dig into that side. You want to see him get his head to the other side though. Because you see that attack, he tries to fire off there when Larkin's head is in the way. Head inside sweep single from Larkin. Seaton is doing a good job getting his hips back. Larkin, unbelievable grip strength, bringing it in there. He steps over. This is the same position he scored earlier. Potentially dangerous from the ref with that knee bent up.
Good quick whistle there.
You see the Arizona State's coach is frustrated with the call, but that's a ref's discretion, keeping athletes safe.
And it has to be a quick whistle. Again, if you're going to err on that, you got to do it on the side of caution.
I mean, you could say Larkin put his leg there. He put Seaton's leg there. It's not Seaton putting it there himself. So you see 2-on-1 position, going to throw by. Seaton, good job facing. He's still in this match. 30 seconds left. You can kind of hear the Jackrabbit faithful wanting to get loud, but good defense from Larkin.
Final 15 seconds here. And Seaton a takedown away from forcing extras. Ooh.
Looks like he took a little shot to the head there, but he's right back in, trying to finish this match with his own pace. Got a 4-1 decision.
Nice victory for Kyler Larkin, but Cale Seaton certainly held his own.
Yeah, we're talking dual season, folks, and saving bonus points when you're wrestling a top 5 guy in the country isn't a bad showing if you're Cale Seaton.